Come closer. There is a message for you, my queens, my kings. Of course, it's not going to be for everybody, but it is for someone who needed to hear it, and it will be like a combination of two intuitive messages that I received. And while one of them was not ready to come to the surface, and then the other one came, which says, stop running away from yourself. And that was like a light bulb activation that was like, okay, it's time, Susanna, go ahead, record the message. And I was trying to have a peaceful coffee time watching the sky, but I feel like all the signs are telling me to bring the message to you because I feel ocean today again. Some of you guys are either water signs. A lot of you are divine feminines, by the way, or if you are not a woman, you embody more of a divine feminine energy. It doesn't matter the gender. And also, I feel like something is brewing in your reality, like this beautiful storm, like this beautiful rain that is about to pour, to cleanse everything that has to go and to prepare the soil to plant the good seeds. Purification, if you may. I already did one video about it. Some of you guys are already going through a purification process, and some of you guys are about to enter, because this message is going to be probably for those of you who have not yet entered that purification process, because the storm is just on the horizon for you. But don't be scared. I'm not saying it to scare you or to make you fearful, quite the opposite, as a matter of fact, because the next message I will explain. It is not to make you fearful, it is for you to understand that you can no longer live the way you live, be the way you are, meaning you cannot run away from yourself for long. Did I read it to you? I don't even remember. Did I read it to you guys? Oh my God. You know what? I'm not going to stop that video. It was 222. So I will say it again if it needs to be said. Stop running away from yourself. That was the light bulb moment when it was like a catalyst for me. Okay, the other message is also ready to be delivered. So it will be a combined one. And I trust my instincts and I trust my nudges. But for some of you guys, this is going to be the message to saying that you cannot run away from yourself any longer. You need to face a reality that you've been running away from. And the second message, I will read it and I'll try to explain it to the best of my abilities. You are a power horse who was convinced to be a mouse, gray, invisible, scared all the time, or on the lookout for danger all the time, hence the scarcity. Again, you are a power horse who was convinced by someone in your life that you are small, invisible, gray, and that you have to live life always being scared, always being on the lookout for danger. For danger, I mean coming from people, that everybody is bad, that everybody is out there to hurt you, that everybody is there to gain something from you. And in some cases, yeah, it is true. Unfortunately, there are people like that in the world, but not all of them are like that. But it's not even the message about being scared. It is the message about you finally. The storm is coming. The purification of your beliefs, of you thinking that you are small, that you are invisible, that you are always, have to act quick and like so nobody sees, or that you have, I don't know, the mouse just analogy in the nature world came to mind. Like, remember how like a field mouse move? It moves like fast, right? So nobody like notices it. It's just like scared all the time. And well, it's like super cute, right? But you don't realize that you're not the mouse. You are a Mustang. You are a wild horse who has been not only tamed, but the light has been dimmed. And it is not your fault. It is not your fault for whatever happened in your life's journey early on. It's not your fault that it happened to you, and it is in no shape or form is a reflection of your worth, of how lovable you are, or how incredible you are. No, 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 no. It is the reflection of the people who were in your life, of their wounding, of their scarcity, of their way of seeing life. It's not you. The beliefs, like, trust me, like a lot of the beliefs that you carry, and scarcity is like very predominant in there, like scarcity of everything. Scarcity about everything, about money, about relationships, about friendships, about everything. I feel like, you know what I hear? Some of you like are extremely isolated. Like some of you, that's what I just heard. That some of you guys live in isolation. There you go. That's what I was just trying to understand what I heard, that like, because I saw it. I more saw it in my mind's eyes, like that you isolated yourself. Like your room is dark. It's like some of you guys are gamers, live in created world. I almost said an illusion, but in some dimensions it's not an illusion, it's actually a real world. But not to get a little bit too metaphysics on you here. Some of you self-isolated because of how much hurt you have experienced in your life. But this time is about to end, because you have a bigger mission to fulfill, bigger shoes to wear. The storm is coming, a good storm that is going to purify all the limiting beliefs, all narratives, all programming of the system, of the society, of your parents and your family in general. This is all going to be washed off, and you will, not overnight, but you will enter. I'm just bringing that message to you because I feel like somebody needs to prepare and not be surprised when it happens, when the tower moment is going to happen, of the mundane reality, the mundane routines of yours will be brought to an end, because there is a bigger mission and purpose that you came here to fulfill, because you are that beautiful and powerful power horse that forgot who you are. And the storm that is being brought to you is not to punish you, is not to make your life more difficult. No, 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 no. When the storm is over, you will understand that the storm had to happen not only to purify the ground and your path that was covered with a lot of dust and debris and unnecessary junk, which is the metaphor for limiting beliefs, wrong people, wrong places, everything that is not aligned with your true path will have to be washed away by that purification, by that storm. And then when the storm is done and you come to the shore to see your ships coming, like the self-worth, the right people, the right opportunities, that's the metaphor for the ships, you will see on the shore a lot of interesting gifts. It can be, I don't know, seaweed. It can be like those beautiful shells, some beautiful rocks, which is all gifts, Like, that's why I feel the ocean, guys. Like, I smell the ocean. I woke up, I opened the door, and I smelled the ocean. I feel anxiety. That's not mine. Sometimes I feel anxious to bring certain messages to the collective because sometimes I have these doubts, right? Like that I don't know how it's going to be received, and I'm getting a little bit anxious. But right now I feel like this is not mine. Okay, hold on. That's not mine. Remove it. The storm is coming. that is going to wash away everything that is not supposed to be in your life anymore. And it's going to wash away, you know what I just heard? The makeup, the mask. Oh, thank you. It's like you will stay under that pouring rain that will wash away your false personas, wash away the makeup, wash away, not literal makeup, but the makeup that you created to self-presentation to the world for many reasons, because you thought that you needed to be that kind of person, that kind of personality, that you thought that you needed to present yourself a certain way, hence like wearing a mask of that completely different persona basically, and the rain is going to wash it all. The changes, the purification process, and as I said, it was 11:01. Another confirmation. Oh my God, I just got an email saying 1,000 points, $10. 10 is the number of new beginnings. In tarot, it is, oh, I don't have tarot. I have oracle cards today with me. In tarot, it's the wheel of fortune, that the wheel is turning in your favor. The wheel is turning in. I wanted to emphasize the sky over here, like put a lot of emphasis on the beauty of the sky. It looks intimidating, but trust me, you will find the beauty in this process of purification, because it is gonna, like that change that is coming, that change that is on the horizon for you, my love, it will wash away. It will wash away the false personalities, the personas you created, the masks that you've been wearing for way too long to hide who you truly are. And then those masks kind of like got blended with your true self, that you forgot for a minute. You got confused who you truly are because you got so blended with those personas that you have created. But it's time to separate the masks, the layers of the makeup. Everything is being washed away, because through that purification process, once everything is washed away, through that tower moment, through that change, and don't even dare to tell me that that was a sudden change, because I have warned you that the storm is coming, okay? I just received an email from Mama Gina, and that was another confirmation that you are a divine feminine, because Mama Gina works with women mostly. And if you're not a woman but you carry the divine feminine energy, that's message for you too, because you too forgot that you are a freaking power horse. So that is the first time. Okay, hold on. This is not the end, because I wanted to pull a card quickly, and then I will come to that beautiful, beautiful second part of the message about the horses and about who you truly are. But you forgot. But hold on, probably it's not going to be too long of a message, but I never know, guys. I truly never know. For those of you who are returning, you know that I strive to do shorter messages, but I don't know how to, guys. Like, truly, I get like so fired up that I have no freaking clue how to make short messages. And by the way, if you're a returning viewer, I welcome you back. And you know, guys, what I realized, that I actually never thanked you, which is not a reflection of how I actually feel, because with every new subscriber, I give thanks, and I thank God, creation, all that is, for the trust that the people who subscribe for the channel, it entrusted in me, that they found something good for themselves, like, which is you guys. And now I want to, like, because I already thanked creation for that, and now I want to thank you for entrusting your time, your energy, your attention to the messages that I'm bringing to you, that hopefully you find value. And I wanted to thank you. I wanted to thank you for that act of trust, because this is how I see it, like an act of trust in me, in my messages to you, by subscribing I just wanted to thank you. You don't have to subscribe if you don't want to, but I just wanted to thank those who subscribed for entrusting your ears, your eyes, your love, your energy, and your entire presence to me. This is how I see it, and I'm truly grateful. And if you're new to my channel, I want to welcome you. And my channel, Here for a Reason. Holy moly, I forgot to say, this is here. This is the message. Oh my God. Hold on. This is Here for a Reason channel. My name is Susanna, and if you're new to this channel, I bring messages from the divine through channeling, through tarot cards, oracle cards, and intuitive messages through hearing or seeing it, because like I hear messages and I see images. I'm a visual thinker, but this is how I started receiving messages as well, because before it was just clairvoyance, and now whatever it is, clair of seeing it. So I'm developing my gifts day by day as I work them. You know, it's like this muscle that you work, and then the new muscle is about to be discovered as well. So this is like I am discovering my gifts day after day after day. And if you resonate with the messages, please share with me, because I'm very, very, very curious to know and to hear from you, because you know your feedback is incredibly important, because that tells me that the messages that I'm bringing are resonating with you and are of help to you, and that motivation keeps me going. Like if I know that they serve goodness to the world, like that what keeps my fire, keeps my fuel going, keeps my energy generated, and bringing more messages, being motivated, like, anyway, let me know if you feel like it. If you don't, then please don't. I don't force anybody to do anything. So the two cards came out. That's why my brain got like all over the place, because I was like, what do I do first? What do I do first? But I thought it is very important, because I got that, I never actually thanked my subscribers. I never like expressed my gratitude to those who subscribed and those who are about to subscribe, and to all of you who watch the videos. And again, you don't have to subscribe if you don't want to, but if you find the value in it, just let me know, because this is the way of me knowing that something clicks with you and something shifts. Because on my journey, I have discovered that one of my gifts is to be the catalyst for other human beings, to open the door for them to see their gifts, to open the door for them to see their potential, to open the door of possibilities that probably they haven't seen yet. And me just being that reflection to them and saying, hey, look at you, you're incredible, I see you. I was that person who didn't see myself. And then through someone else's eyes of reflection of me, it was like, oh my God, maybe it is true. Maybe what they're telling me about myself, it is true, because I was convinced that I am this and that and that. Again, limiting beliefs, right? And then someone else comes onto my path and saying, no, you're this wonderful being. And I'm like, oh no, you're just saying it to be nice. And then slowly but surely I started realizing, no, that's God creation. All that is speaking through them to me, to awaken me to the reality of who I actually am. Getting rid of all those limiting beliefs, getting rid of those layers of false beliefs that are not even mine. So I got two cards, guys. You are definitely a divine feminine. You are definitely an embodiment of a divine feminine, because the first card here is the Venusian Galactics. Look at those beautiful cards, guys. Ooh, I'm still connecting to this deck, because it's new. It's the gift that I made myself. I felt like I wanted that deck. Venusian Galactics, divine beauty, presence, power, pure love. Venusian Galactics, it's the planet Venus, and the Venus is, some of you are Libras and Taurus. because Libras and Taurus are ruled by Venus, and Venus is all about beauty, family, love, connections. So it's just a confirmation that I'm indeed speaking to a divine feminine embodiment, the energy, not the gender. And Magdalene's Rose, Mary Magdalene is here. Ancient lineage, sublime devotion, divine love, pure love. Some of you guys are connecting to Christ, to Yeshua, Jesus, and Mary Magdalene. I'm telling you, some of you guys are about to discover how incredibly wonderful and beautiful of a being you are. You're connecting to Christ consciousness, some of you. I'm saying all those things just as another confirmation if this message is for you or not, if it resonates or not, just your present energies. I'm telling you guys, some of you are connecting to Yeshua. Or have, some of you are actually exploring the pull towards Egypt, towards Isis, and you are rediscovering who Mary Magdalene actually was. Because Magdalene's Rose is about the Rose lineage. It's about her teachings, about the divine feminine, about the divine love. But more than anything, it's about divine feminine. You awakening to your true nature. And I'm going to go back to the second part of that message, that you are a power horse who forgot. You know, recently I had a conversation with a beautiful woman. Like, I kind of was preaching a little bit, but it was so fascinating to see like her eyes locked, and that I knew that the seeds I was planting, they will sprout. When? I don't know. And as I said, it was 22. Angel number 2 is number of union, but also it's the number of balance. And if you see 222 a lot lately, I do see a lot with 222, and at first I was getting like pissed that like, universe, you know, like how am I, because I was going through turmoil, and you know, the 222 is about like balance, harmony, and I am the embodiment of balance and harmony because I'm a Libra, and this is like core values for me. But then when you're going through turmoil, I'm like, you don't make any sense, spirit. Like, how am I supposed to be in the harmony when there is this turmoil? But there is another meaning to it, on top of like divine union, or like needing to come to this balance and harmony within yourself, even in the midst of a turmoil, by the way, which I have learned that it is possible, not easy, but possible. But also 222 is your spirit, guys. If you see 222, this is a confirmation for you that if you see that number 222 or 2222, it means that you need to trust the timing of your life, that you need to trust that even if you're going through turmoil, even if the storm is already in the full action or is about to enter, there is a reason for that, that you need to trust the divine plan, the divine timing, and that you need to have that deep faith and believe and trust and surrender that whatever is happening that is out of your control, you just need to sit back, lean back, and surrender. Because again and again I hear you are divine feminine, and divine feminine is about trusting, is about surrender, is about just being, not doing, but being, and being so in tune with your intuition, with your inner world, that like whatever is happening, you know that you did whatever it was like in your power to do. But if there is not anything, like there is not much left for you to do, all you need to do is relax and surrender. Maybe not relax in terms of like in a, just relax. This is not what I mean. I don't mean it negatively. I mean in terms of just like by relaxing your body, relaxing your entire being, and just saying, you know what, God, creation, I did everything that I could, It's out of my hands. There is really not much that I can do. So I trust that whatever is happening right now in my life, I trust that it's you doing your magic to bring something good to my life, or to bring me back to myself, or to bring me back to the path of my mission. Either way, it's for your own good. Either way, it's for your well-being. Either way, it is, how Bashar says, no matter what happens, it will always benefit me. So you should say to yourself, no matter what happens, I know that it will always benefit me. It will always be in my highest good. Okay? So I don't know. I felt the need to say that 222 is there. I noticed it for a reason. And then again, I'm going back to that mentioning that I talked about that conversation with the beautiful woman that I had. And I was telling her, again, I love analogies, I love metaphors, and I love giving like practical examples of something, right? So, because like this is how I learn. Like if somebody, like let's say is talking about metaphysics like in terms that are really, really hard to comprehend without giving like practical examples, it's very difficult for me to, so that information stays with me, because if it's like extremely complicated, then I'm like, yeah, you know what, no, it doesn't work for me. Like if you can give me like a practical example of how it is applied in this 3D reality, let's say, it's just easier to comprehend and understand. So I was talking about horses. I have a friend who called me like a wild horse at some point. And I was just like, didn't give it much attention at first. But then it actually rang the bell with me. And I started actually diving in it. And then I actually started associating myself with the wild horse, because I'm like, but that is true. And then the deeper I would go, the more I was like, oh my God, my friend is right. My friend is right. I am the Mustang. I am the wild horse who just was tamed, who allowed to be tamed, by the way. And this is the message that I'm bringing to you, because that was my revelation too, that was brought to me by someone who was not me. That was brought, that knowledge that like, oh my God, look, like you forgot who you truly are. And then like the horses, like, and I was talking about this with this woman and saying, like I love this analogy with horses, because horses, they were domesticated, but at some point they were wild, right? Like the Mustang, the wild horse, they were just free, running, like having fun, doing whatever they want to do, like in the wilderness, right? Like running around. And then they were domesticated. But the thing is that they were domesticated because they allowed to be domesticated, not because they were some of them, unfortunately, were forced into it. And they were so, because there are two types, right? Like, well, there are more types, but like right now I'm tuning in more like into those collectives, like you're still a horse, but some of you guys were so heavy, like it's kind of like will be the message for all of you, but I'm tuning into those two collectives. That one group is those wild horses who have been heavily physically and emotionally abused to a point where that horse forgot that it's a horse. All that horse became is a scared being who's being used for whatever it is used by the owner per se on a farm or whatever. Like that horse who like truly believed that their value is like doing something on the land, or or carrying the like heavy loads of whatever. I'm just giving you analogies like of farm life, basically, like those horses who, carry people or carriages, or like pulling like those farming things, like they're heavy. This is a load, and that horse who was like heavily like beaten up, abused verbally, physically, believed that that's what life is about, that's what life is about, that they need to do something to earn their food, to earn their roof over their head. and that there is no love, and there is only like verbal abuse, energetic abuse, and physical beating, that they started believing that life is all about that. But here I am telling you that it's not. That if that horse, not if, when, that beautiful white oh my Lord, you guys are earth angels. You don't even realize you're an earth angel. And if you have goosebumps or shimmers by me hearing that, that is for you. Not only you forgot that you are powerful as fuck, but you completely forgot that you are an earth angel that came here on a mission to bring light, to bring love to the world, to raise the vibration of earth. Oh my God. Oh, I just had like a pit in my stomach. Ooh, that's for some of you guys. I want to cry. Oh, you went through shit. And here I am telling you that you are that horse. Like, look at the horse. If the horse remembers, not if, when, that beautiful, powerful horse remembers how powerful he or she is, all it requires of that horse, when that person who is not kind to that beautiful being, all it requires of the horse is a simple kick, is a simple fucking kick. And I'm not talking about you physically beating someone up. I'm talking about boundaries. I'm talking about you finally standing up and standing up for yourself and saying, enough is enough. Protecting yourself and kicking back. If needed physical, so be it. I'm not a violent person, but the only way for a bully to stop bullying you is for you to stand up for yourself. And I'm not inviting anybody for violence. I'm not. But all it takes sometimes for you to give a gentle push of a bully, verbal too, by the way. Verbal too. More than anything, a verbal pushback and saying, no more. No more of that abuse. No more of that disrespect. No more of that crap. No more. I said no more. You're remembering your power. And again, please, please, please don't take it as a invitation for physical violence. No, no. That's not what I'm saying. More than anything, I'm a being of peace. I'm a being of verbal communication and verbal clarification. And I'm giving you that analogy of a kick and a push so you can understand that you don't have to be like that person who wasn't kind to you. You don't have to beat them up. You don't have to do exactly the same things that they did to you. No, you are an earth angel who's choosing a higher ground. But sometimes all it takes from you, if someone like is being unkind to you even physically, that you just like push back, like literally just push back, not like with fists, but all it's just because you signal that no more, I said, like this, you know. But more than anything, it's you giving an energetic. I hope it makes sense. Because by you just like standing tall and saying no more of this, just basically like not allowing the person to be unkind to you anymore, is without you needing to like physically attack or verbally attack, You just put this block saying stop. No more. No more of this. You don't even need to do any action. The only action that is required of you is standing up for yourself and saying, stop it. Stop. No more. No pleading, no begging, but certainty. Like, I will not take crap from you anymore. No more. Some of you have been in abusive relationships, abusive parents, abusive relationships. But I'm telling you, the storm that is coming is going to wash all of that away. But you need to stand tall in that storm. You need to stand tall in that storm, understanding that it is all happening for your highest good. You are putting a stop to something. You are putting a stop to something really, really dark, really, really unkind in your life. And again, I want to add this caveat. This is not me inviting you to physical violence or violence of any kind. This is me inviting you to choose a peaceful route, but a certain and determined route, in remembrance that you are a divine, powerful earth angel with powers. You forgot. You forgot. I'm having goosebumps. Look at that. You just forgot, and it's not your fault. But you are awakening right now. And through that message right now, this is one of the signs for you that you are awakening to who you truly are. That not only you are worthy, you are enough, you are lovable as a human being right now in this lifetime, but on a spiritual level, that you are an earthly angel that came here to bring love, light, harmony, and peace. And more than anything, to raise the earth vibration through that love, through that vibration that you're emanating, the energy of love that you're emanating into the world. You are the freaking light. You got this. No more. No more of this. No more of what has been allowed by you, by the life, by God. Like, this is it. This is it. It all happened for you to put an end to all of the crap in your lineage, to all of the crap in your ancestral generational lineage. You are breaking that fucked upness cycle. That's why it happened to you. It's the message that nobody likes to hear, but as a soul, you signed up for that journey so you can break those generational wounds and traumas that has been going on and on and on, and nobody was strong enough to break them, but you are. And you knew your soul, your soul knows that. That's why your soul signed up for this lifetime, to break all of that, to break the shackles of all those limitations and wounds and traumas, and no more of this. And you put an end to it by saying no more. Not from a place of anger and resentment, but from a place of healing it and standing up for yourself as that powerful horse who kicks back and remembers the horsepower that it holds. You're not a field mouse. And I'm sorry, field mouse. Like, I love nature. I'm not saying it to diminish the value of a mouse, but remember how a mouse moves and remember how a horse moves. You're not a mouse who is invisible, who is like fast and scared. kind of like always looking over its shoulder. No, you're a horse. You're wild. You're powerful. You're strong. You're free. You're a beautiful, gracious being who forgot it for a moment. And now it's time to awaken to it. This message is for you. And the second collective that I was tuning in is those beautiful horses that has been tamed, not in a violent way, but domesticated. Again, Divine Feminine, this is for you. Domesticated. Because you allowed it, and there is nothing wrong with it. But during the domestication process, you again forgot how beautiful, powerful, and incredible you are, that you forgot the beauty of yourself, that you got so wrapped up in the chores, in the responsibilities, in carrying the load of the family, of everything on your powerful yet gentle shoulders. You forgot that you allowed someone to domesticate you. And in that case, it's a metaphor for your spouse, for your partner. You allowed to be domesticated, but you forgot. In those responsibilities, in everything that you've been carrying day by day, like the responsibilities of life, of your family, taking care of everybody, and forgetting about you, taking care of yourself. You forgot that you are that wild being who wants to be wild, who wants to be like you wanted, but you suppressed it. And you forgot that you can still do it, because that spirit of the horse, of the wild horse, is still you. It didn't go away, because this is who you truly are. You are not just a mother. You're not just a wife. You are a woman or a divine embodying human, divine feminine embodiment, human dimension, which is like full of emotions, full of all kinds of emotions, by the way. All kinds of emotions have place to be expressed. You're passionate. You're this wild being who just like wants to dance, wants to have passionate love making. And sometimes like the stormy emotions that come to the surface, like they also need to be expressed, not suppressed. So it is time for you to remember that you are a powerful, powerful being, wild horse, who allowed to be tamed, yes, who allowed to be domesticated, willingly. There is nothing wrong with that. But from time to time, you need to be with your own self in remembrance of that fiery, passionate, beautiful being that you are. That you were made believed that all those qualities of dark feminine, which is emotions, rage, anger, are inconvenient, are uncomfortable because someone cannot handle it. They were made believe that you are being crazy. You were made believe that by expressing rage, anger, emotions, words, not in an offensive way, but like your feelings, your truth, even if it's uncomfortable for your partner. You were made believe that those so-called, why did I do that? Oh, so-called like negative emotions. Sorry guys, I ran out of storage, but then my attention got to this. There is like a steam, and I froze there for a second because I have a feeling that like how they show in movies, like when someone is angry, like they have steam coming out of their ears, coming out of like, "Arr!" So that's what I'm saying right now, that you being angry or rageful about something as if like, so angry, but you're not saying anything. So you have like this steam coming out of everywhere of your entire being, but you're not expressing it, you know? Or for some of you, kind of like blowing off your steam, but in a little bit like, you know, aggressive way, like by saying something unkind, you know, like of course it's going to be received negatively, but also even if you blow your steam by saying something like to your partner, they don't receive it nicely and they label it as negative emotions, well, you're just expressing your dark feminine. And also by the steam, I hear it for somebody, you need to blow off some steam. You need to blow off some steam. That's for someone, because you've been suppressing a lot. A lot of you have been suppressing a lot. So you need to blow off some steam. Go dance, go just like make your body move. Like get all of those emotions and energies moving in your body and release them through the steam, through the like dancing, through the sweat, through physical exercise. Don't suppress any emotions. I don't know, I'm getting so many messages with that blowing steam. I don't know if you can see it. Like, where is it? It's I don't know. It's coming from there. I don't know if you can see it. I cannot zoom in. I don't know. It doesn't matter. All that matters is that what messages I'm getting from it, from experiencing in that moment, you know. So some of you need to blow off some steam. Some of you need to speak your truth. More than anything, all of you need to speak your truth. But make sure that you don't suppress any emotions. Oops. Make sure you do, like the domesticated collective, you need to realize that you're that beautiful, beautiful being who needs to go off to blow some steam off. It's normal to run. Like imagine that wild horse who just like got into the field and being like, oh my God, this is so good. You know, after being in a what do you call that place? Where they just stand, like the horses just stand. I forgot that. You let me know. Where they're just being like, you know, they didn't even have space to like freely run around, you know. They've been more like just slowly moving or doing the chores and the work on the field. And then they're let out in the open field, freedom, just running around and moving and like dancing. Well, I don't know if horses dance, but I'm just giving you analogies that, I don't know, I'm getting so many mixed signals right now, so many messages for so many of you, but definitely for all of you, do not suppress your emotions. Speak your truth and allow yourself to be wild again. If you're a mother or if you're a parent who is embodying divine feminine qualities, just because you're a parent and a wife or a partner, it doesn't mean that your wild side has no place to be expressed in anymore. No, more than anything, it needs to be expressed freely, openly. Oh my God, there's a lot going on with you right now. You're confused. Okay, Spirit, what is the message for this domesticated collective? Who forgot for a second? You're a horse. You're a powerful horse who's wild. So allow yourself to be wild. There you go. 444, as I said. Moon. Divine feminine mystery, guys. Like, are you kidding me? Moon, softness, intuitive intelligence, divine feminine mystery. Moon is about divine feminine, but it's also about the dark divine feminine. So if your intuition is telling you that something needs to get out, get it out. In terms of words, or if you feel like built up energy that needs to come out in a form of movement, do it. If you want to go with girlfriends, ooh, as I said, I swear guys, I didn't even see the cards that came out. So the first, like the two cards came out, and one of them is called Sistrum, and Sistrum, like meaning is different, but Sistrum is like how I perceive that card is like sisterhood. You know, Sistrum. I mean, it means different. It has different meaning, but I read Sistrum and I hear sisterhood. So again, as I said, like if you want to go out with the girlfriends to dance, to just like party a little bit, or to go for like brunch with girls, or with whatever friends that carry divine feminine energy too. It doesn't have to be a woman again. It can be a man just embodying more of the divine feminine energy. Like if you want to go out for brunch or for lunch or for dinner or for party or for travel even, you know, I hear travel. If you want to go like traveling with your friends, do it. Do it. Sistrum, sacred instrument, divine sound, path clearing. Look at the sky. Look at the sky. Your path is clearing. Your storm is going to be like, you're going to be out of, like if you're currently going through a storm, your path is clearing. And again, for those of you guys for whom the storm is coming, this message is for so many different collective. The path is clearing. Ooh. This particular message with this particular case is for those beautiful horses who have been domesticated willingly, forgot how powerful and strong and wild they are. More than anything, I am getting that for that collective is that you're wild and you don't allow yourself to express that that wild spirit of yours. And the second card, Queen. Are you kidding me? Queen, divine sovereignty, sacred authority, and loving power. I'm not even going to read the meaning of those cards because you're a queen, so act like one. You're a queen, act like one. So start acting like one. And again, for the domesticated beautiful horses, Mary Magdalene is coming again. Another confirmation. Divine love, God is with you. But again, Mary Magdalene is connected with Isis, is all about embodiment of the divine feminine powers. You're a queen and you forgot about it. And Mary Magdalene is bringing you this awareness through my words, because I'm connected to Mary Magdalene. I'm connected to Christ consciousness. I embody Christ consciousness. And as I said it says cosmic embodiment, divine awakening, inner mastery. More than anything, embody the divine feminine power within you. Guys, I hope that reading, well, it was not a reading, it was just hold on, let me rephrase it. I hope the messages that you heard today, they did resonate with you. Look at the sky. Remember how the sky was in the very beginning? And the moment you start embodying your true nature, guys, the moment you start awakening to the reality of who you truly are, look, the path is clearing. Your path to your true purpose, to your true mission, why you incarnated in this lifetime, while your soul incarnated in this lifetime. The path is clearing. Speak your truth, blue color, color of peace, color of throat chakra, speaking your truth and peace. Look, your path, I don't know why, you know, look, I forgot to tell you this, but I don't know why, but like from the very beginning, I saw this like in my vision. I saw like, you know, your path like in all those debris and branches and you know, again, analogy for limiting beliefs, wrong people, like I saw it in debris, but as it was clearing, I saw it in blue, because again, the water is color of purification, color blue too. And your path was blue too, you know, a lot of blue I see today for you, but that's beautiful. And again, you need to speak your truth. You need to say no to whatever is not, you know, not aligned anymore. No. Speak your truth. Your path is clearing. Embody the divine feminine energy to the fullest, with the dark, with the light, with everything. Everything. It is who you truly are. Okay, Mary, do you have a just super, super amazing parting message for this collective, because it's been a long reading. And you see, the moment I say, oh, it's probably not going to be a long reading, here we go, 1 hour, you know. Yeah, stellar memory, Seshet. I hope I say it right. Seshet or Seshet. Oh, this is beautiful. Stellar memory, celestial intelligence, divine legacy. You forgot. You forgot. You forgot. You just forgot. But divine is bringing you that remembrance, that inner knowing. Yeah. Divine protection, holy manifestation, renewal. Again, you're going through a renewal. You're going through awakening. You're going through remembrance. So, and you're protected. You're protected. Please know that. Please know that. You're never alone. You're never alone. You're always protected. There is always divine protection by your side, behind you, around you, in front of you. You're never alone. Never. Never, ever. So go chill out with your friends to take it to divine sound path clear. Your path is clearing, guys. Again, your path is clearing. And embody. You're awakening, guys. I'm telling you, Sphinx here. Cosmic embodiment, divine awakening, and inner mastery. You are awakening to who you truly are. You are awakening to who you truly are. And this is an invitation for you to embody that beautiful, divine, feminine, and that beautiful horsepower spirit. That is you. That is you. Guys, I hope that message was helpful and of a value to you, and if it was, feel free to subscribe, share, like, and share it with someone who you feel, maybe if that message wasn't for you, but you made it till the end and you feel like someone can benefit from it, please feel free to share, because what I am doing here is that I want to bring awareness, I want to bring healing to this world through the words that I speak, through the words that I hear. So as many people as possible awaken to their true self and awaken to a fact of who they truly are, and also awaken to the reality that their life can just be turned 180 degrees and go in a completely different direction from how it was until now. That life can be turned around so many different ways towards something beautiful and amazing. Your path is clearing. Embody your true nature. You're an earth angel. You're a beautiful power horse who just for a minute forgot who you truly are. But now it is time to remember. I love you guys, and I'm sending you many, many blessings and light and awareness and remembrance and love. You're beautiful, you're lovable, you're worthy, and you are enough just the way you are. You're incredible. I love you.